the Unit 5 Advanced HTML and CSS continuation for CodeHS. Guys, if you're watching this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It will help me out. As for you guys, we are going to start once again at 5.6.6, combining CSS selectors. We are going to do the choosing nested tags first. You're going to want to right click, open with new tab in order to get this going. We'll update the bottom there so that way everybody will know where we are on. I will try to update the bottom of the screen with what unit we are working on as we go through this. Here we go. Now, this says that this is a home page. We are to add a CSS rule, change the links, the A links that are nested inside of the unordered list to have the color whatever. We will then add a CSS rule to change the links that are nested inside of those. Okay, so we're basically changing the nested links using CSS code, which really shouldn't be too hard. So once again, let's go. The links that are in the in the unordered list, where are those? Right in here, right? So here's your unordered list. Here's your A links inside of those. Right? We have to add a CSS rule. Okay, so that's where we are going to go to the CSS style. We'll see here that there's nothing really, there's no rule for the unordered list anchor elements, right? So we have to add our rules here, basically. So this one says they are the A's inside of the UL. So these are the anchor elements inside of the unordered list elements. So we have to do it this way. First, if you are an unordered list, you will follow these rules. That's what it did here, right? This is the style that you're going to have if you're an unordered list. If you're an unordered list and you are also an anchor element, you have to follow both in order for this code to work, right? It says that we are going to have the font color. So let's go up here. Color equal to, they give you the color here, right? Nothing big. Boom. And a font size of, there's a color and a font size of 25px. Now, as a very, very quick review, we have to use brackets, curly brackets inside of the CSS, the external, or if we did style up here inside of the head, we would use the brackets inside of it. We do style equals. We don't do the colon. We do style equals and in quotations. All right, just a quick review. Cool. That should be it for that rule. So we did this one. So if you are a nested H2, let's see, change the links that are nested inside of H2 tags. What are they talking about? Okay. Talking about these right here. They're anchors inside of H2s. Let's go back to style. They are anchors inside of H2s, right? And then it says about those. Parent is a valid value to give the color. Means that simply to use the parent's style. So what we're going to do is color, colon, inherit, close it off. That one is good. Add a CSS rule to the H2 tags that are nested inside of the element with the ID featured. Okay, don't forget that IDs use the hashtag. Whereas classes would use the periods. So that would be the class featured that I just wrote there. That's not what we want. We want the ID featured, right? Right there. That's class. So get rid of that one. You can also see down here, right? You can see that they just affected the featured class, or IDs rather. And it is also the H2 tags inside of it. How do I know that? It says over here, it's the H2 inside of the featured. They need to have the font style. Oh, looks like the frozen slightly. There we go. Should have the font style equal italics. It also says to give it a different color, so we will. And we're just going to hashtag copy, paste, right? The hashtag can be used for hexadecimal, right? It can also be used to identify classes. So this is just a color wheel. Don't let that confuse you. Run this code. I think it looks fine to me. Program has been submitted. We're good to go. Beautiful, beautiful. We are now going to be doing 5.6.5. Highlight the first item. Highlight the first item, changing the bottom there for us. It says that this webpage lists 3 famous artists from 4 art time periods. Well, thank you. And then it says after that, your job is to create a CSS rule that makes the first artist's name under each time period heading the color cadet blue. So we have to make all of these cadet blue. Do this by having the rule select all H4 tags that come directly after an H2 tag. Note, all of these are siblings. Excellent. Once again, we are going to go to test cases to kind of help us figure out like what we have to do, right? Assignment. We're going to go to the CSS rules. I don't think we really have to do anything in here. I think, do we need anything inside these codes? I don't think so. I think we are going to need to affect the CSS. Yep, add a rule that chooses any. Okay, so we'll just put it right below it. Now, if you forget how to do this, there's probably an example before you. Now, I know that if it says that it needs to be the H4 tags that come directly after the H2 tags, you're going to do something like this. Then you choose the selector. In that case, we're doing the color, background color. It's not text color. Steel. Jet blue. It's actually cadet blue. I was looking down here. Let's see what the example, did the example that they gave us have anything like that? Yep, they did it right here. Choose all H2 tags that directly follow P's, right? So choose all tags that are immediate children of the parents tags. Let's see, all H2 tags that follow directly after the immediate children. Okay, I think ours is still going to work. 4 tags that are cadet blue. Why are there? Is that not the? One, two, three, 4. Right? Okay. I might need a minute to think about this because they definitely all have the same color. And it looks like it should work. I'll try with the plus. You'll see all those have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tags that are cadet blue. Did we not do cadet? Maybe. They just want color. Let's run it and see it. So that is that color. Huh. Right, so we don't use the let's call it. I think we're using the wrong one. Wrong selector here. This says highlighting the first item. Highlight the first artist name under each time period. Do this by having a rule. Select all H4 tags that come directly after an H2 tags. If you run the code, I have that colored, and that colored. I have that colored as well, and it's cadet blue. Why is this doing this to me? I wonder if this is an error in the program itself. Because this is definitely right. Like, this is, without a doubt, the right answer to me. This is... Well, I don't know why it's not reading that that's not cadet blue. I don't even know. Maybe I spelled it wrong. I don't even think I spelled it wrong. All right. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this could be the same thing that happened previously. Where this happened to us in one of the previous exercises, actually, where it wouldn't read the right answer, even though we were linking it. So we're going to go ahead and say that this right here is the right answer for it. However, it's not accepting it for us, even though it definitely, it definitely works, right? So it says, give the heading the color cadet blue. We have a rule that selects all the H4 tags that come directly after the H2 tag, which is what we did there. We changed the color to cadet blue. I originally thought maybe my error was that it was the background color, right? It's supposed to be here, but no, that was not it. Okay. There's nothing that we are going to change in the index file because this is the original text that must be marked up using the CSS. It says they're all siblings, right? You should not change the HTML, only the CSS, which is what we did. You really don't need a space here, but I like to have the space. I'm gonna try that. Maybe that. See, that's not even what it's looking for either. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say question solved. And if your teacher has an issue with it, I would say message them and say my 5.6.5. It says it's not working, but I feel like the code is correct. See if they come up with the right answer. And if you guys know what my issue is, put in the comments, and then I can go ahead and change the answer to whatever it is, right? So we're going to submit and continue that one. That one definitely is correct. And continue. Come on. Anyway, I hit close. My bad. 5.6.6. All right. We've got that. Got that. Got that. We got that. We did that already. These need to have the active rows in the female table. Background colors. The inactive rows in the female table have medium. Okay, here we go. If you're in the active row, you will have sea green. If you're in the inactive row, you will have medium aquamarine. And the inactive rows in the male table have the color Peru. Okay, so these would be Peru. Inactive rows. The first rule for changing the background color of active rows in the male table has been provided as an example. Okay. So hashtag male dot class active. So if we go to this, we can actually see that everything in this table has the ID female, and then depending upon their class, they can be active or inactive. And so really, all we have to do is just follow their their code here, right? And they give us probably which ones that they want, which they do. So I really don't think this one should be too difficult. It's just going to take a little bit of copying and pasting and just a little bit of changing. So let's go ahead and let's copy that. Let's do mail. Oh, good. No, let's do that right there. So it should be mail.inactive, right? Because we do have the inactive class. And the inactive class should have the background color Peru. Paste that over there. Peru. I just typed it rather. So now we can do the same thing. Female active versus female inactive. So let's just copy this. Copy C. Copy V. So just put FE female. And then it says the active women. Let's be sea green. Easy enough. And the background color for the inactive women, medium or marine. It's very, very specific. Check our code. Look, beautiful. I mean, last one gave us a doozy, but that one was like super easy. And continue. That's it for 5.6. That means we are on to 5.7. That one will be managing change. Here's the homepage for baseball fans. Let's change that. Managing change. Okay. Here's the homepage for a baseball fan's website about baseball. As you can see, she's struggling to get you styling just right. Right now, the site looks like this. Okay. Task 1. Can you find and remove a repeated rule that causes the button's backgrounds to blend into each other? This is an entire rule that is unnecessary. When you're done, it should look like this. Okay. Code. I wonder, these all links, this unordered list, Hall of Fame, favorite personal, Hall of Fame. I wonder if this entire unordered list has the error in it, because this entire thing has it. Let's see. Let's look at our style code. Oh, look, they even give us comments. So for the unordered list style none. Okay, so that removes the bullet points. This allows the links to be next to each other. Okay. Style for the buttons, A, L, I, and feature. Do we have a UL and a body? L, UL, UL here. That's it right there. That's what needs to go. Yeah, right there. That's what needs to go. That's what I was thinking, that this entire unordered list has one background color. I was kind of confused there for a second because I was looking at this one. I'm like, it just has a list style and display. That really doesn't have anything with colors, but then the line right next to it doesn't have it itself as that background color. So let's delete that. All right. Yeah, there we go. That was task 1. Did you get rid of the repeated code? Thanks. The buttons look much better now. Okay, the designer thinks she doesn't like the color scheme. She really wants something like this. Wants the button text to be white and their backgrounds to be that. So the text color for the unordered list. The list items, she wants white. That's down here. With a background color of that. Just double check just to make sure everything matches up. Actually, let's just run this code. Let's see if it works. Okay. Something has gone awry. I wonder if these are overriding the list items. Which would then also go to say that we don't need to specify the color of them, nor do we need to display the background color since that's already in the anchors. These are already anchors. So then the background color would be this one. So we removed more code. Yeah, the more we look into this code, the more I'm noticing. Ah, interesting. We want the bottom. So let's see, what does the bottom have? Bottom link is an anchor tag with the class featured. Okay. Which means now we have featured. Now, we don't want featured to have a color. We don't want it to have a different color. And we don't want it to have a different background color. Right, so since these are all anchor tags, they should all have the same color and background. That's repeated code again. Yeah, there's more and more to this that I'm seeing. I think that's it. Cool, I think that's all we need. Nice. .7.6. Let's go ahead and let's do it. Condense CSS Rules, which is basically what we were doing already, right? So that's going to say the page table is styled using too many CSS rules. Look carefully through the styles, see which ones repeat, create the same effect using only 6 CSS rules. Okay, so we should have all table head have a different rule than all the table see, these are all TDs, TD, like all these are entries, right? So every single TD should have a rule. We should have every row should have like row 1 with rule, row 2 with rule, row 3, row 4. We should have like 5 or 6 rules here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's look at the example. Okay. Let's see. It's the headers. What do the headers have? Background color. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of background color out of the headers. We don't need that in the headers. Right? They are bolder. Do they? I guess they'll stay 22. Okay, Renaissance. Class Renaissance. Do we need that? The table data for Renaissance. Table data for impression. Okay, we have multiple things here. Okay, these are cubism. These are surrealism. Okay. That means, check it out. This is actually insane. Okay, we don't need all the headers to be different. We need them all to be the same. Like, I don't need to differentiate between the headers. So I think I'm just going to get rid of all headers. Like, all these THs, just get rid of them all. Because all the THs are the same. Now we're just going to talk about the data, right? I'm going to guess that those all have the class Yep. Classes. So for each column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and they each. Okay, cool. I think we're also missing just the basic table data entry, which is that the color of these things is going to be white. That like all these data entries are white, which means we don't need to have colors in any of these, because all we're doing is we're linking we're linking Renaissance, Impression, Cubism, and Surrealism. We're linking that with background color. We should have 4 background colors. So let me just double check. There's something wrong. Right. We don't have to worry about this class. As long as you're a header, you'll have a weight and a size. Right? It's all as long as they're header. This is saying that, okay, this is different. We can't actually have TD in front of these. The reason is because TD stands for table data. Those are these right here. Everything that's in white, right? As you see here, everything that's in white, TD. But the headers are also the same background color. That's still dark cyan. So as long as you have the class, everything in this one column should have the same class, which we should see that. Class Renaissance. That header has the class Renaissance, right? So even like the headers, all the headers are classed out as well. Yeah, wow, yeah, that actually looks great. I don't know why I'm surprised, but yeah, that looks great. Okay. That's it for 5.7.6. Oh, we have another one? Oh, yeah, that's a writing. Yeah, we're not going to do writing. I'm just doing exercises. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. We're going to get out of here. We did 5.7. Now we're going to go 5.8. And that one's going to be called, as it loads up, 5.8.5. Extend the vote for me. That's going to say this is the code from the example you just explored. Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really explore it. I'm just, going with it as I see it, using what experience I have. So far, 2 candidates have been eliminated. Time to ramp up the campaign. Your task is to modify this code so that each name has a unique message when you hover over the name. Okay, so that's not going to be too hard, right? I'm thinking we use the pseudocode hover, right? And we can change what content shows using the content CSS property. Okay. I don't think. Okay, we're just gonna like not use any of this code right here, but we're gonna use it as like an example. Oh, that's not how you do it in CSS. Oh, wait, yeah, that's how you do it in CSS. Very close to Java. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. So we have the ID. We're gonna have what we need to do is we need to do all of it for song, and then we're gonna change it for Andile and Shakti. Right. So let's work on finishing everything for song, the before click and the after click. Right. The hovering click, the hovering and the clicking, and then we'll just copy and paste the code over. So, we saw that it was the ID, which is the hashtag, and it's song. How do you spell song? SEONG. SEONG. And then we're going to use kind of the pseudocode here, right? This is active, and then it says while it hovers. right? Code after. Now you can always go back here and exactly be. Yes, I'm not entirely sure where we would find this property. This is where you gotta explore it, right? And watch the video. The videos do a great job of explaining this as well. Okay. Either way, you got me to help you out here. If you got this far, your teacher's doing a lot, right? They're making you do a lot. When let's use our brackets. But that's just how it is. You just have to know that, right? It says has a unique message when you hover over it. Okay, let's just go ahead and they want background colors. Do we want a background color? I don't know. I'm just going to use the one that's up there, the pale goldenrod, and the content is going to say for song, right? They just want a message, right? A unique message. This is song's message. I'm not coming up with political campaign message. I'm just going to come up with that. Let's see. Cover that. Copy it. Paste it. And then that's the hover. And then this is the act. Right? So while you're actively clicking on it, right? That's kind of how you need to think about it. Right? It should say you thank you message. A unique, it says songs thank you message. Let's run this code. What have I done correctly? Sync. Let's think. Okay, so the thank you message works, but the hovering doesn't work. Interesting. Oh, something wrong. Oh, yeah. I'm so dumb. Seen too many things. Too much code done today. Run this code. Ah! Beautiful. Easy. All right, let's change this up then. Almost there. We have, and I can see now on the right, and dial. And the last one is going to be T. That's it. Okay, check the code. Boom, all works. There we go. All the same background color. Thank you. Ah, haha. Easy. Extend the vote for me, please. Thank you. Continue and come again. Special vendors. What exactly do they want from these special vendors? This is 5.8.6. We are almost there, guys. You've seen several special selectors. You can find a complete list here. This is an amazing page. This is an amazing page. Okay, for the text size, you use the first child selector. Select every parent element that is the first child of its parent. Okay. So this would select every paragraph that is the first child of its parent. So if you do whatever's in front of first child, you're selecting the whatever element that is inside of it. Okay. You will select the first li, so it should be the li double double, or the li colon rather, first child, and then you're going to change. So we'll select the first item in each of the UL lists on the page. They will have that font color, that font size. Use this selector, like the picks the element tag that is the first child of another element, for example. Okay, is that all we're doing? Just selecting, as it says in the assignment, we're just adding the li elements. Is that all? That's all we're doing. Okay, so it says the li. It says use the first child elements. They should have a font size of 24, if I believe. Yep, 24 pixels. Right, and then it says do a font color of #32 ED96. Let's go. And then close it off, and I think run the code. li. Yep, look at that. They're all different. They're all that color right there. Check it out. Check it out. Nice. That's the color right there. Yep. Beautiful. Cool. 5.8 for 0.6 was really easy. Now we're doing 5.8.7 checklist. There's going to be create a web page that has a list of books that you want to read, or I think others should read. You should link the book's Wikipedia, then create a CSS rule that increases the font size of the link to 30px when you hover over. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Right. So let's go. Okay. Books to read. We're going to link them. Okay. Wikipedia list of books. Let's do. I don't know. Bibliography of Oregon's history. Yeah. Oh, I'm all about Oregon's history. Yeah, this is Oregon's history, and I'm actually going to. I'm gonna save some time. I'm gonna use the same for everyone. Shh! Don't tell him. Okay. Done that. Kind of cheated her just a little bit. I have to change it so that way when it hovers, what happens? The hovering changes the font size. All right, so all anchor tags, I'm going to use the pseudo hover, right? This special selector. We're going to have their font size 30. Check it out. Look, oh, it does. Should have run that code. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to. I'm gonna go back. I didn't mean to hit submit. I knew it was gonna work. I wanted to run it. Yeah, it looks good. Now we can continue. I just wanted to see it. Now we're on 5.8.8, which is career milestones or career website. Add milestones. Oh no, we gotta click on that because that means it's time to expand the website. We're going to add a new page to it called the milestones.html. Page will contain a checklist of steps to take to get the job that you want. Oh my god, okay. We're just gonna go ahead and click assignment. We're gonna follow it. Okay, we're at add milestones. Change the bottom of it now. All right. Well, what are we going to work on first? Take a look at the milestones.html. Okay. Make sure you give it a title. What do you want to title our milestone? I don't know. Make sure to give it a title like Steps to Success. All right. How to win in Smash. Our Smash milestones. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Need to give a title. You will need to add 3 div tags like in the other pages. Why? Remember that the first one should... Okay. Well, div, right? And this one should have the class equal to header. That's what it says to do. Okay, we'll put that one there. And then header div. Okay, in the header div, give the page a header milestones KP. Okay, so it says use the H1 tag inside of this. Okay. H1 milestones to me. Cool. Let's go ahead and let's add our footer. Just gonna copy this, by the way. I can edit it to my liking. Put the footer at the bottom. The link to the home page. Okay, let's see. I think the home page is index.html, if I correctly remember. Which, when we clicked on it, didn't really have anything on it, but that's okay. Probably end up working on that. And I don't know what should we put in here. Home page. Right, that should be it. Hold on. Let's put a link to the home page and a link to the more information page. Alright, let's just put another. Is that the job.info one right over here? I'm gonna guess yes, because those are the only pages we got. That's job info. Do we want the links to be right after each other? Probably not. So let's give them a break. Let's give them 2 breaks. Let's just, why not? Just put something in between it. Okay, we got our header. Have our footer. What's next? Content div. There's our third div element. What's class is it? It's content. Is that what we're gonna do to it? Where's that content? There we go. Actually, delete the space in here between it. All right, div class. What are we doing inside of it? Put an ordered list. OL. Haha, done. No, probably not. With at least 3 milestones you must achieve. At least 1 milestone must have an unordered sublist that should be done while they're reaching oh, okay, here's an example. Thank God. Wait a second. This is ordered. But this is a comment. Oh my God, whoever wrote this code right here, they have it wrong, right? So get a bachelor's degree in paleontology. Oh, yeah, so that right there has it looks right around in front. It could be the R, it could be in front of it, but it looks like right here, right in front of the exclamation point, it turns into a comment. So they put the comment in here. So inside of this div container, they actually ended the comment somewhere else because I just don't know. If actually we do view page, I wonder if we do inspect element. Maybe we could see this down here. We're almost there. Ah, okay, it's span. They used span element. And look, right here, that's where the span element was in this code. So I'm actually teaching you just a little bit, right? So the span element should not have started right there. They actually messed up on that code right there. That's hilarious. We need 3 list items, by the way. And this would be milestone, right? So let's just do it this way. Now this list item is actually going to have an ordered list side of it, right? And this should have 3 list items in it as well. That's what they said. LI. So let's just see to do. Right, these are 3 things that you have to do. Make it as simple as possible. Now, I don't think that we have to do anything else, honestly. Run this code. That's the index. I want to run the milestones. That HTML. Do I have brackets installed on this thing? I do not have brackets installed on this thing. Okay, we're just going to assume, which is probably not the greatest thing to do, right? That this is right. We're just going to say that we've probably have done this right. Okay, I don't see why that would be wrong. It does say that I'm not fond of this. Oh yeah. We're supposed to copy this over, right? Copy. Got to do that. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I got way ahead of myself. Job info. I bet you job info is blank as well. Yep. If I had just looked. Job info is blank. Milestones, index, styles. We have, oh yeah, we have quite a bit of styles. Right, we have done a lot of work, haven't we? Wow, yes. Wow, indeed. Indeed. Good job. Let's see. We actually have a little bit of redundant code in here. No, we don't. No, we don't. I thought I saw footer twice. Okay. Let's just run this code. Let's see what we have. Okay. Milestones. We haven't linked milestones anywhere. Anywhere in here. Let's just test it out. Anchor href equals milestones. And this is milestones check. Let's just see if it works. I want to see if it, I'm interested. No? Milestones check. We didn't put a BR in here, which is why I didn't show up in a break. Okay. Interesting. More information works. Milestones check does not work. I'm so dumb. I have to always link the style sheet. Eee. Why is this not working? I think that's right. Have a declared document type, HTML. We have a head, body, close off the HTML, right? Close it off. Div, open. Div. Did we say that all divs, did we change it? I don't remember what we did with dividers. Yeah, we didn't say don't display them. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely have background colors, right? This class has a header. It's like the same thing. Yeah, I don't see a difference. It's a div class. Div class. I hate the way that this is laid out. It's so ugly. Class equals. Well, I mean, everything checks out, right? Every page should have at least 2 links in the footer. Let's go back here. Every page should have 2 links in the footer. So I'm guessing that's something that we didn't do. In styles, oh, well, we also didn't go to here. Right, add styles. Now let's give the outer ordered list the class. Okay. Give the outer ordered list the class large list. Easy enough, right? I don't think that's too much for us because we have to go to our CSS now. I have to select those and our classes with large list. Do our brackets. It says large list, a font size of and a bold font weight. Font. I apologize. Bold. Enough. Then, however, we still want the sublist to look like sublist. Okay, so let's do another select. What else do you want me to do? We want the unordered lists that are inside of the ordered lists. So first off, locate all ordered lists, and inside those, locate all unordered lists inside of those, and give them a font size and a font weight as well. What is the font size? 18 pixels. And what's the font weight? Normal. Sweet. Is that not following? Oh, I know why. Because I didn't put it inside the div class. Let's check it out. There we go. It'd actually do a break after this. Still don't know why. It's like this didn't save or something. And it's like not reading it. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to our job info. It says that they all should have 2 links in it, so I'm just going to same thing. Copy and paste. There we go. Works. We're done. 5.8.8 career website add milestones. We are now done. And we have 5.9, which is going to be visibility. Let's actually refresh. So that way we can just double check to make sure we haven't skipped anything. Loaded pretty quick. We knew that one wasn't loaded, but those are all done. Those are all done. Those are all done. We haven't skipped anything. Cool. We have 2 exercises left. First one's 5.9.5. Favorite sea creature. I see some styling in the picture. Okay, it looks like we have background colors. We have thicknesses of borders. Looks like we have quite a bit. We have 4 different animals. Each has a picture and a caption. Stating a new fact, each caption has an ID. Use the caption IDs to create CSS rules. To hide 2 of the captions except for the captions of the 2 animals you like best. Use the visibility attribute. Don't delete the text. Use what you know about visibility. Wow. Okay. So, don't think we really have to change our images. Class is an image, right? Alt. This class has, let's run this code. Whales are the largest living animals. I don't think we really have to change much, if anything. Let me think about how we're going to do this one. Use caption IDs to create CSS rules. Hide 2 of the captions, except for the captions of the, like, use visibility. See what CSS we have. Hide all but 2 of your. Okay. You know, we could just give a class to each. Or give an ID. Right? ID favorite. ID not favorite. That's some extra stuff. You have class, this class image. This is ID whale cap. ID shark cap. So each of the animals have a different. See, whale cap, shark. They're all something cap. Those are IDs. Once again, those are IDs, right? Yep, those are IDs. Okay, so let's do it this way. ID whale was the first one, I think. ID cap. Just gonna use the same code for all. It's visibility because that's what it says. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Visibility. We'll do visible. Copy that. Paste it. I think the difference between the 2 is. Oh, that's not gonna be. CSS visible. I think it's hidden. Yep, it's hidden. So it's visible and hidden. Easy enough. Go back. Let's see. Shark, dolphin, octopus. Last one was octopus, like the 8 tails in Naruto. Oh, I see an error. I definitely see an error. And it's a spelling error. I know that because it should be green. That's not green. And it's visible. E-L-E. My English. A little off today, ladies. But that's okay. We saw it, right? Cool. Check it. Hey. Oh, it even tells you. You should have a div with the ID. Yeah, we should... Let's just follow what they do, what they tell us in the future, hopefully. That was 5.94.5 sea creatures. We only got one more, guys, after this. I think that's going to be 5.9.6. Caption on demand. The web page shows 4 different animals, and so this is probably going to be very similar. Let's change this rule. This is the last example, by the way. Each animal has a picture and a caption. Each picture-caption combination has been grouped gallery item. Find the CS rules or fill it in to create a page that allows the user to hover over the gallery item. See the caption. You should have all visibility attributes filled out so the captions are visible. Oh, like they already did that for us? That's kind of nice. Right? Visibility. Visible. Keep getting the eye. Is that it? Is that all we had to do? I was thinking we're gonna have to look at the classes because they all have caption. I thought we were gonna have to change that. You know, look at the if you have the ID and you're hovering over it, and then you know it's like become more and more specific. I was like, we're gonna have to write this. Wow, that was super easy. I'll take it. Yo, we take those. We definitely take those. And that's it. That's the end of today's video, actually. That we did 5.6 through 5.9. And if we look at it, you can see that we've completed 5.6 to 5.9. Got these exercises completed. Don't forget that this one we know is correct. It just wasn't accepting it for some reason. We have found a few errors along the way. But otherwise, we'll do 5.10 to 5.15 next time. And we got lots of exercises on these. Oh my god, so many exercises. Good thing is this is just quizzes. So this one doesn't really have to do much. But thank you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you got this far. I appreciate your help and everything that you're doing.